One by one, these kingdoms will fall, and when they do, all their magic will be mine.
King of my heart, body and soul. Ooh,
Ciao all, Thomas here. You may have noticed that we're taking a bit of a break from, the Winx rewrite. I decided since we're, halfway through, I could use a little bit of a break to clear my head, work on part 2 a little bit more before I start releasing it. And in the meantime, alongside my fairy tale content and my avatar content, I decided I need my Winx girlies to still be fed because I'm not gonna lie, I love y'all, but it's tough to get y'all to watch something that's not Winx. So for you, my picky children, I understand. I have decided, I at least want to watch something good. Avatar and Fairy Tail had made me go, I'm in the mood for praising things. I'm in the mood for good content. And so, instead of watching season 7, as I assume most of you would have assumed, no, because I'd rather skin myself than watch season 7 right now. No, instead, I'm gonna watch the best season. Yes, the best season. Season 3. Yes. Now you might be wondering, wait, if you're gonna go back to the old seasons, why not just start with season 1? It's because I do what I want. That's basically it. I do what I want. I mean, I watched season 6 before I watched season 5, so you can't control me. As for the version, this might be a little controversial. I don't know why I said it like that. But we're going to be watching not the Nickelodeon version. Of course not, God no. The only thing about the Nickelodeon version that I am in love with is Josh Keaton as Valtor. That was spectacular casting. That was A+. Oh yeah, and Romy Dames. Romy is just objectively one of the best things to come out of the Nick dub. But we're not going to be watching that, nor are we watching the Cinelume version because... Ooh, girl, Cinelume is rough in season 3. I don't know what happened, but, season 3 Cinelume is just not... She is not it. Actually, no, I'm not. Sorry, I'm just speaking facts. You're telling me I have to listen to Musa sounding like a 40-year-old woman with a cold for a whole season?
I've got to go. Layla's waiting for me. Bye. See you later.
No. No, thank you. I refuse. So, we are going to be watching the 4Kids dub. As y'all know, I grew up on the 4Kids dub. For a while, I had my purist phase of, oh, but the Cinelume version is more faithful to the original version, is actually a lot more mature. And, I get it. Some people, that's what's most important to them. For me, I have decided, no, I just really want it to be good. That's not to say the Cinelume version is bad. It's just the 4Kids version I feel is more accessible and it's a lot more enjoyable. I actually really like a lot of the changes and additions that the 4Kids dub made. And if you're worried about too drastic of a change, season 3 is where they changed the least amount of stuff. The 4Kids dub of season 3, aside from, shortening episodes to fit their run times and also changing the background music, there's not really too many big changes, mostly because by this point 4Kids was running out of money.
With your broke ass.
And fun fact, the 4Kids dub of season 3 actually started airing before it aired even in Italy. Still not sure why. And season 3, the 4Kids version of it, has a very special place in my heart because this is actually the first incarnation of Winx that had me regularly watching. I remember seeing bits and pieces of Winx before this in the States, but season 3 is where I really got hooked. I remember on the 4Kids site watching Mission to Tides over and over again, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I am obsessed. And they say queer kids don't exist. We do. Yeah, I was watching that shit every Saturday morning. That was my only reason for getting up early on a Saturday. Winx. Nothing else is gonna make me get up before 10. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. So I am really, really excited to revisit this, and I hope y'all enjoy. And if you don't, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just, your loss. I'm sorry, the 4Kids dub, their intro slaps. This is the theme song that every casual Winx fan or someone who even knows Winx casually knows. Because it's simple and it's catchy. And I love it so much.
We are the Winx, we are the Winx, I'm trying to love.
The choruses with the "We are the Winx," they're annoying, yes, but they at least get stuck in your head. Oh, and I love this little bit in the middle with, like, I think it's technically a bridge where they list off all the girls and their powers, and I think that's a really great way to, like, tell the audience who are the main characters and what do they have going on. And also the fact that they accurately summarized Aisha's power, God bless.
Magic shapes and shifting tides and the fire burning deep inside.
Oh yeah, I should also mention this. They're gonna call her Layla because it's the 4Kids dub. I still don't know why they ever changed her name to Layla. Like, why though? I will say, the Photoshop Musa pigtails, because the new animation for her long pigtails hadn't been done yet when 4Kids was airing this, so they had to Photoshop long ones in. Ooh, girl, they are rough.
Oh my God! What is that?
Boy, packing for vacation when your parents are separated is way complicated.
I do like that they're establishing that Stella's parents are separated, like, right off the bat, because it's going to be very relevant this season.
I'm in danger.
But it also shows that Stella's very, like, used to this at this point.
I say stop worrying and just divide your stuff in half. Then wear whatever you have. Wear whatever? You're joking, right?
You know what? I'm trying to stay positive, but this bitch is getting on my nerves.
Oh god, I love the 4Kids cast. Like, this casting was immaculate.
There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
These are the definitive Winx voices for me.
Vacation's way shorter this year.
I know, it won't be that long, but we kind of had a fight, and I hate to leave it like that, you know?
Oh, don't worry, Bloom. You and Sky are gonna be fighting a lot this season.
Should she suffer? All right, clap if you think she should suffer.
31.2% in that suitcase and 29.78% in there.
I'm still not sure why Tekna is English, but okay, sure.
Hello, my name is Christopher, and that bloody American is so bloody loud. Bloody hell, give me a bloody tea. Siento que casi ni abre la boca.
Her gadgets must be so fucking handy for carrying all this crazy ass shit.
So, what do you and Musa have planned?
Today we're going to that great beach on the western shore.
The waves are supposed to be rocking there.
I also really like that season 3 starts out very chill and low-key with the end of the year and the girls are like all on break. This is really the only episode of the season the girls really get to just relax, because the rest of this season is nightmares.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Bags, hither us!
12 seconds later.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
In which Aisha continues to be the most badass bitch to ever grace this show. Like, did you see the parkour skills? Well, you know, A for effort. Ooh, and we're immediately getting into the plot. Season 3 wastes no time at all. I love it.
I don't mean to sound dumb, but what's a princess ball exactly?
It's like a coming out party for royalty.
I like that we're using Bloom as an earthling to, like, have easy explanations for things, like princess balls. That foreshadowing, though, for Aisha. Ooh, girl, God help you.
They used to announce who your husband would be back when they still had arranged marriages.
Some kingdoms still do.
Oh, yuck. Can you imagine?
Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I lied, I'm dying inside.
You're going to love your party, honey, and I have a surprise announcement that I'm going to make there, which I think will make you very happy.
Is it me, or is 4Kids Radius given a little bit, you know, is he, you know.
Are you homosexual?
You can't see, but I'm doing hand gesture. You know which one I'm talking about.
They say it's so cold down there it freezes your heart solid.
Whatever those witches did, it must have been real bad.
Ooh, I love this introduction for the tricks. What they did is so bad, they're not even being sent back to Light Rock because they know they can't be rehabilitated to the depths of ice hell for you. Omega is just such a cool setting too, like this icy hell world that's used as a prison for the most dangerous criminals. You know, back when the different prisons actually meant something instead of just 500 million interchangeable extra-dimensional hell prisons.
Don't they know my heart's already so cold nothing can freeze it? Idiots.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
In which Lisa Ortiz continues to be the best Icy. Now, I will not take criticism on that because I'm correct.
You just load it into the Magiport and it invites everyone from your Facebook. Remember, we want to keep the guest list under 1,000.
Oh, not Facebook. Sponsored by Mark Zuckerberg. Or maybe his wax mannequin.
My mom's the party planner.
Maybe she's in on it.
Ooh, see, these little comments are such organic ways to get them talking about, you know, these subjects and hypothesizing and setting up this. Oh, I feel so bad for Stella. Like, all she wants is for her fucking parents to get along, and they're about as far apart as the sun and moon.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I bet you they're getting back together. I bet that's what the surprise announcement is going to be. I'm so excited.
Okay, let's move on.
And she just immediately assumes the best, and her dreams will be shattered. Oh, I feel so bad for Stella. She's going to be going through the ringer this season.
Only the baddest of the bad get sent here, girls.
Nice. I bet they're talking about us at Cloud Tower.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
Yeah, about how grateful they are that you're gone. Lord knows I would. Oh, God, can you imagine going to school with the tricks? Oh, thank you.
Okay, girls. First stop is pizza. Like I always say, gotta fuel up if you're gonna shop right.
And that's on a period.
I will say, it's very interesting that there's a pizza shop here when pizza did not exist in Magix or the magical universe before season 1.
Flashback.
Anyone for pizza?
What's pizza?
Yeah, what is it? It's the national dish of Callisto. More or less.
I'm going to assume that Bloom introduced pizza to the magical universe, and it was their way of thanking her for saving their lives. Oh my god, why can't I smell the fucking pizza? Oh my god. It's so nice to see the girls just relaxing and chilling. Oh, this bitch.
Thank you. Excuse me, but that's our pie. Not.
Good evening, trash.
Hello, Chimera. Or I guess they call her Chimera in this stuff. The point is she's named for a mythological goat creature because she's the worst.
That pizza.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Then I'm repossessing it.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting. No.
I can't get over how much I love Chimera's design. Like, I love the hair. I love the outfit. Like the weird gothic Lolita thing going on with that deep maroon. Oh, it looks so good. Also, the eyeshadow is killer, girl.
What are you, Althea fairies? Yeah, and what are you?
Betas.
Tick tock, betas rule, betas rock. Ew.
I really like this rivalry between Althea and Beta.
At least we're not from the realm of dork.
Snap, snap, snap.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Especially because Althea comes from, you know, the Greek letter alpha, and alpha and beta are, you know, Greek letters.
Why don't we all try to get along?
Chimera's having a princess ball.
Cool, so is Stella.
We're shopping for dresses.
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
It's so nice to meet fairies from another magic school.
Whoa, what are you made of? Gumdrops and sugar plum pie?
Hey, don't diss my girl Flora.
Well, I will cut you.
Oh, you did not. You did not just step to Flora. This bitch gotta go. See, I love Stella because she will not tolerate you slandering her besties. If you insult Flora, you are not walking out of here with both of your legs intact.
That preteen meets goth look is very appealing on you. I suggest you stick with it.
Yes, queen, slay! Slay! Slay your enemies! Ruler of one of the realms of men! Smite down those that oppose you!
Snap!
Techna!
What? Nice one, Tech! Thanks!
That was so cute. I'm so proud of Techna learning how to joke. The 4Kids dub, I think, really went ham with trying to emphasize Techna, like, goofing around a lot more, and I appreciate it.
Gotta fuel up if you're gonna shop right.
Lies, lies, and more lies.
I'm getting my hair spelled and then meeting Layla at the beach. See ya!
Also, really appreciate Musa having that line of getting her hair spelled, so when she shows up later with long hair, it's not jarring. Also, it explains too why it got so long, because it's like, duh, it's magic. If you want your hair done, you just use magic.
Virtual dresses? Sweet! This way, people can try on couture all over the realms.
Oh god, magic is just... I love the magical universe. I do. I just love the way that they have this magic fused with futurism and advanced technology for everyday life. It's so otherworldly yet familiar and fantastical all at the same time, and I adore it. Also, this song is killer. I have come to appreciate the 4Kids soundtrack, I will have you know. They have converted me. Although I am sad because I'm pretty sure this song never got a proper release, which is a hate crime. The looks are so unapologetically early 2000s, and god, it's giving me life. I do like this outfit, but I'm glad it wasn't the outfit Stella actually went with. I don't know, there's something just not right about Stella in red.
There's only one real one, and I'm going to get it first. Your shoe's untied. What? No, it's not. What? No!
I love how Bloom is just removing herself from the narrative entirely. Stella's like, what? It's not untied. These are just sandals. And I'm like, the fact that you fell for that. Oh, and they actually had Chimera cast the spell to lock them in. Okay. I like that they actually did that, because in the original, it just randomly stops them. And I'm like, but why though? You know, there's not enough appreciation for the 4Kids score. This shit is good. I also appreciate that the score kind of lends itself to sound effects. Oh yeah, for some reason Valtor is called Baltor in this dub. I can only assume it was like a prototype name for him that got changed after the 4Kids dub came out. I mean, it's not really a big deal. Valtor, Baltor, still the same iconic bitch.
Maybe if we give them this guy, they'll leave us alone. That's an excellent idea.
I support women's rights, but more importantly, I support women's wrongs. Act a fool, especially if he's acting up.
The Tricks just like throwing someone under the bus to save themselves. These are my girls. They're like, yeah, you're a hot goth guy, but we want to be alive. We would like to walk away from this alive. I love Valtor's theme in the 4Kids dub. That guitar with the piano is just... yes. Yes!
How long were you in there?
17 years.
Were you awake the whole time?
Yep, gives you time to think.
About what?
Mostly about who you're going to pay back and how.
Clap if you've ever wanted to kill somebody.
Oh, we're so screwed. I love that Valtor's just going along with it for the sake of getting them under his wing and also having them do all of the work.
And if we team up, we have a better chance of breaking out of here. But don't give us orders.
Of course. It would be foolish to think otherwise.
Valtor is so good at, like, playing people like fiddles.
So I play him like a violin, and I make it look oh so easy.
Even the Tricks. I really appreciate it. It's also a really nice contrast from Darkar, who's just kind of generic, big bad, evil lord.
They're attacking us over a dress? Right, and we're not going to take it!
Yeah, sounds about right, Bloom. All of this over a dress. This is kind of iconic, I'm not gonna lie.
Tantrum tirade!
Oh my god, she has a full spell for a tantrum. This is just, oh my god, definition of spoiled brat.
Those puppies! They're gonna fall! We have to save them!
Oh, and of course she doesn't care about anyone who might get hurt in the crossfire because Chimera sucks.
I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
Let's go!
As much as I love Siamo Noile Winx, the 4Kids transformation music will always hold a special place in my heart. They are the Winx, and don't you fucking forget it. Oh, it's so cute. And the fact that Stella pointed it out, she was like, we have to like save them, and like she was willing to put the dress aside to like do the right thing. Like, Stella is such a great person, even if she is a total diva. Season 6 Stella would never. Season 6 Stella would say, death to the puppies.
She told me she was the princess of Solaria. Huh? Are you sure? Well, not yet, but she told me she's going to be soon.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
There it is, the gate to tides. If I can get my energy out there, I can take it down.
Just leave it to us, ladies.
Oh yeah, there's also some world name changes. They call Andros Tides in this dub. I assume it's so that casual fans will like understand just from the name that like, oh, Tides, it's like a water realm. It's, you know, oceans and mermaids and stuff. Because Andros doesn't really tell you that like when you hear it. And also Realm of Tides. It rolls off the tongue.
Come on, Snake, bring the freeze!
I like your style.
Back at you, Valtor.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
The way Valtor just had the tricks do all of that for him. They're getting played already and they don't even know it.
When my mark appears, they become part of my minions and their power becomes mine.
Oh my god, I love the mermaid designs. I love that they have these like wings and wing-like accessories to tie them into the fairies. It also makes them visually distinct from mermaids of other franchises.
How do all these guys get minions? I don't know, but we gotta get some too.
It's the way the tricks don't even realize that they're the minions. Well, you know, I guess you can't fix the problem if you never know to, you know, address it, or that you don't even know it exists.
Tides will soon be mine.
I understand people who prefer Musa with shorter hair. I get it, but I'm sorry, long hair Musa is everything, especially with the pigtails. It's fucking phenomenal. And also I feel like just visually looking at it, it makes her look a lot more mature, and I feel like it's a nice visual reminder that we are in a differently toned season. Something also I appreciate about the first 3 seasons, they were clearly showing that the girls were getting older through their designs. Like their hair like always gets longer with every season. Yes, it's kind of comically too much, but as a bitch who loves flowing locks, I have no complaints.
Well, I wanted this red Wizrahi, but I ended up with a pink Ferragamo.
Stella, that dress is fabulous. That pink, that shade of pink, yes.
Well, okay.
What could be better than this?
Maybe if some red fountain guys were here?
Brandon. Schnook'em. Hello, Timmy.
Oh, I forgot that she calls him Schnookums in this dub. It's so cute.
Hi, Helia. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Helia. Hey, Timmy.
The way Musa just flirted with her hair right there, everything, Riven does not deserve it. You know, I must admit, Bloom and Sky were real cute in the first 3 seasons. After that, it was a train wreck.
I thought you went back to Heraklion.
I got Stella's invitation mid-flight and turned around. I wouldn't miss a chance to take you to a princess ball for anything in the world, Bloom.
I'm sorry that we fought before.
Me too.
Maybe it's just because Dan Green and Lisa Jacqueline are just doing their all to make this tolerable, and I appreciate that.
Something is wrong.
Yeah, I know. I should change the station.
No, I mean, something's wrong with the ocean.
I'm just going to assume that this is climate change in action. Although I love the fact that already Valtor is having an immediate effect just by leaving the Omega Dimension. He's having a direct effect on the protagonists. Like, tells you immediately the level of threat to expect from him. Also, this is making me sad because this is the first and last time they'll ever all transform together into Magic Winx. Oh, this season is really where they just let the Winx go from like young adults to like full-on adults. Oh. Also, the specialists actually being useful and saving people while the Winx hold back the giant wave. I appreciate that. We love useful strategy and useful specialists.
Help me! Huh? Oh no! Over there! There's a little girl!
I'm on it!
Don't worry, Aisha's got this. In which Aisha continues to be the best character. And how does she save the little girl? By surfing on top of a wave, like the icon she is. That's my queen. That's my queen right there. That little girl is an Aisha stan because she has taste. Aisha's catching on, and Aisha's catching on.
I'm pretty sure it was from a dimensional shockwave, and that means something terrible has happened to the heart of all oceans.
Yeah, this is really when shit starts rolling. Like, the plot hits the ground, and it just keeps going.
My realm is in trouble. I have to go immediately. I have to go through the ocean, and I have to go right now.
I really like that, actually. Like, the fact that she has to get to Andros through the ocean, and only she can do it because she's, you know, the fairy of waves and shifting tides.
Magic shapes and shifting tides.
I really appreciate the subtle world building that's in the season, because this is when they really scaled up the world building of the show. We were going to all these different worlds for like magical road trips. The stakes just felt so high this season.
You can't even imagine what I have in store for the rest of the realms.
It's only been one episode and Valtor's already the best villain of the fucking franchise. He's such an icon. He is already building a fucking army for himself. And he has an iconic mark. Clearly, he understands branding. The man, he is girl bossing. Valtor is a girl boss. Girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep. Oh, this season is just so good. Like, it just started and it's already fucking everything. It's really setting the expectation for what the season is going to be, and it's not going to disappoint. Let's keep this show on the road, shall we?
Previously on Winx Club. The Royal Court of Solaria is pleased to announce our official Princess Ball.
I will say, I have a stronger appreciation for the whole previously on bit. I mean, the whole reason we had the previously on thing in the past was because, you know, it was for people who maybe missed the last episode on TV so that they'd have all the context they'd need for like the current episode. And now that we're in like the era of binging and streaming, we technically don't really need it anymore because people just consume the whole season in one go. But I miss the previously on. I don't know, I have a stronger appreciation for stories that are able to stand on their own for like 20 to 30 minutes now. So I'm like, can we bring this back, please? Especially because, like, the previously on always lets you know, oh, okay, so the topics they bring up here are gonna be, like, the center focus of this episode. I just really appreciate that because I feel that builds anticipation.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
It's like, ooh, this is the tea we're getting into today. This is going to be fun. This episode is gonna be, Stella. Poor fucking Stella, man. Her whole world is about to, like, burst into fucking flame.
Patient.
Hold on, Serena. We're going to get through this. I promise you that we're going to make...
Oh, she passed away? Oh. All right.
And we're starting on Tides or Andros so we can immediately see the results of Valtor's actions. I feel so bad for Andros too. Andros got it real rough this season. I will say I am happy that season 5 let us see like what a normal Andros looks like, because this like, I know it looks this gross because it's in crisis, but is it normally like gross, like piss yellow and like disease green? I hope not. Also, yes, I'm going to appreciate the fact that it's only mermaids this season and it's a matriarchal queendom.
Princess Layla!
And have Aisha save the day because she's the best ever. I really love Aisha's 4Kids voice. It's deep, but it's also like it's beautiful to listen to. It's just so... Thank you, Ashley Mom Point. Can we talk about how gorgeous the mermaid designs are in this season? Holy shit. Just the fashion. The fashion! These are just background characters. These are background mermaids, and they still look fucking gorgeous. And the Andros airships look like pirate ships. I love that. Weird that these are Solarian guards, but I assume it's because they just did not have the designs of the Andros guards ready yet. Because if your world needs help, Solaria for sure is not fucking helping you.
You're gonna need lots and lots of cash. So good luck with that. But what I'm gonna get you...
These little uglies wear my mark, which means they belong to me.
Lord Darkar, who? Also, I appreciate that, like, all the mutant mermaids have unique designs. Looking at you, Tritanus, with your 5 million identical mutants. Valtor is really on a roll. We literally just met him. He's already building an army for himself.
And now you found the interdimensional portal? Très impressive.
I black out with desert wine. Oui, je suis garbage.
Darcy is such a goddamn mood. I love it when 4Kids Darcy speaks fake French. I assume it's French. I don't know. It sounds fancy. I will admit, all their crushes on Valtor, I get it. I get it, girls.
Just he can never not be gay for 5 seconds. I'm just like, can you not be gay for 5 minutes?
And it's actually kind of funny to watch them fight over him because that's the whole point of what Valtor is doing, because he knows he can get them to do whatever he wants.
I smell a man!
One by one, these kingdoms will fall, and when they do, all their magic will be mine.
We already have a goal for him, so we already know the kind of threat that he's going to pose. And he's headed for the planet where the protagonists are going. This is how you have antagonists directly involved with the activities of the protagonists.
Now to get my power back. First stop, Solaria.
I love Valtor's 4Kids theme. Like, the way that it builds in the score, it's just... chef's kiss. It's pleasant to listen to, it's ominous and foreboding, it's also kick-ass. The way the score was in time with the teleportation, oh my god.
Nothing's worked. Do you think that maybe one of Palladium's location spells might help? Huh? Still no news from Layla? Girlfriend, stop! Get back in the car!
Oh god, what is that? I guess Stella's actress was out sick for this bit of season 3 because, like, her voice. You know, maybe it's a good thing Aisha missed this party because, like, it's gonna be a nightmare.
My birthday's not until December.
I'm not talking about your party.
Don't be fucking
Rude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, the cute teasing. I love it so much. I love it when they tease each other like that.
Okay, darlings, it's time.
I do love that 4Kids Stella calls them darlings. Like, my darlings. Yes, just yes.
A fabulous entrance is essential, darling.
I'm not really sure what you mean, darling, but I'll try.
Oh, how I've missed the Ring of Solaria. My god, Solaria is just beautiful. Look at that palace. All the beautiful, like, citron colors, the gold and the beige, with, like, the light blue windows, like,
Daddy!
You in danger, girl.
And Radius's design, the designs are just so immaculate. Oh my god. Like, Radius looks like the king of, like, the Kingdom of the Sun. He does. He looks like the definition of a Leo. It's also so nice just to see, like, where Stella is from, where she grew up. Like, no wonder she loves being in luxury. Just look at all this.
The Hall of the Universe. It can take you to any moment in time, anywhere in the realms.
The coolest room in the fucking palace. I love how it looks. Very interesting this is how 4Kids does it, because in the original it's just Bloom having a monologue about it. She, like, the hall isn't showing her answers, she's just thinking about it of her own accord, but here the hall actually can show you the history of the worlds. Like, that's so cool. It's like an interactive planetarium.
Don't cry, sweetie. Oratel and Miriam were standing there, which must mean they're still alive.
I am so powerful. My mind, it amazes me sometimes. I should have an octane level.
I mean, I don't know if that's what that would mean, but I appreciate you trying to keep the hope high, Stella. And of course, on Time to Ruin Everything, it's everyone's favorite goth villain.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
The way Valtor is just, like, lurking in the shadows. He's like, let me just assess the situation and see who are my targets and who can I most easily manipulate into doing what I want.
Do you think my mother's really coming back? And that's the surprise my father's going to announce at the party? Stella sounds like she's delusional.
Shut up.
Don't you throw shade at my girl Stella.
That Stella girl is so dreadful, one can't really help but hate her.
Who the do you think you are?
No, whoa.
You know, normally I'm all for, like, healthy depictions of, like, step families. But in this case, no step rights. These two can catch the axe.
Hello, Stella.
May I present Countess Cassandra? Trey tragic fashion sense.
She is as fake as press-on nails. Hey, baby girl!
Cassandra, you fake-ass bitch.
This is the gift I got for you.
That's so pretty! And I imagine it will help me see in the dark if I'm ever stuck without a flashlight.
Disgustingly bright and offensive to the eyes, just like you. I really love the fact that we met Chimera last episode to, like, you know, introduce her early on. So it wasn't just a one-off thing. It was, like, integral to the plot. I appreciate that.
But since you're the princess princess and you should have any dress you want. I'll just give it to you right off my back. I'm not going to wear your hand-me-downs to my princess ball.
Harsh, but I agree with Stella. Like, you already made it clear that you hate me and tried to ruin my day. And also, you nearly killed a bunch of puppies.
I think you should die. I think I should kill you. I do want you to die.
So, like, your kindness is fake. Fuck you. Take it and shove it up your ass.
It's dawn, Stella.
Exactly. There are just 12 hours left before my party begins, and we have a lot of things to get done.
I guess when you're the princess of the sun, you rise with the sun. But she's also the princess of the moon. Does that mean Stella doesn't sleep? Actually, that would explain a lot.
So we know that for the main gala, I'm wearing this one.
And if you wonder if I hate you,
the fact that she's just like, we need to get organized and we need to figure this out. We need a list of everything I will wear at every single one of these events. And Bloom's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Just let me fucking sleep. Oh my God.
I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
Tag yourself, I'm Bloom. Yeah, nice try, Chimera. Enjoy being Medusa, running down the hall. You deserve it. Look at our unbothered queen. God bless. I mean, Stella was just minding her own business. Chimera was the one who decided, I choose violence.
I'd give anything to bring her down, to see her miserable and
I
suffering.
think that can be arranged.
We didn't order room service.
The way Cassandra's just unbothered by the fact a man just phased through the wall. Are Valtor and Chimera wearing the same shade of maroon? Ooh, that's a good way to visually tie them together.
What would you say if I told you that I can give you enough power so that you could truly rule this entire kingdom?
I'd say, where do we sign?
Hush up.
Chimera's like, I'll make a deal with the devil. Sure, why not? I hate the bitch enough. I'm already going to hell, so.
I am going to hell happily.
The way Valtor uses people's desires to like orchestrate his own schemes, I just... my favorite kind of villain. You know what it's giving? It's giving Nerissa from Witch. It's everything. It's everything.
What was that? Okay, James.
Gasp. It's almost as if they're related by plot. Oh, Bloom's run is so cute. You leave my baby alone, you. Look, Valtor, I love you, but if you hurt my little cinnamon roll, I'll hurt you. I know it's shocking, me loving Bloom. Look, it's 4 Kids Bloom. It's seasons 1 through 3 Bloom. She is my girl. You don't hurt her. You don't do that.
There it is, the second son of Celeria.
Oh, this is why I call it the name has always been inconsistent, like the second son of Celeria or just the son of Celeria. I guess I got it from 4 Kids. I'm glad I got it from 4 Kids. Oh dear. Oh, great. Valtor just got supercharged. Oh, we're so screwed. Especially if the son of Celeria is tied to the dragon flame. Ooh, girl, we are in trouble. Ooh, Valtor already has like incredibly plot relevant allies here. And you can see the effect that Valtor is already having on the world by the fact that it's like about to rain and storm on Celeria. It doesn't do that on Celeria.
Oh, this is impossible. It has never rained on Solaria.
I don't know how they don't suffer from forest fires and droughts, but I'll just assume magic. I know we know 4 Kids did explain that sometimes Celeria has very harsh blizzards.
The winters in Solaria are infrequent but rough. I've had to defrost many a royal residence.
4 Kids is putting in the work. 4 Kids is doing the damn work.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
All right, Princess Ball, here we come. Hey!
The season 3 gowns are everything. Look at them! Bloom's hair and dress is stunning. Musa looks fabulous. They look so good. They look like fucking princesses. Hell yes. And note how all the dresses are unique.
best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer.
One eternity later.
Ew! I can't believe that Helia's ship broke down. They might still make it.
I like that acknowledgement of Helia's ship breaking down because it explains why there are so many characters who were going to show up that aren't here. You know, like the other specialists, Murda.
My princess and yours, Stella!
Aww, I just love how in love Brandon and Stella are. And Sky being the bestie, just like, your straightness is showing, my dude. And all her dreams died in one fell swoop.
In 1 month's time, Countess Cassandra and I will be married!
I think I'm actually gonna faint.
It's the way you just ambushed Stella with this.
You don't sound happy, honey. What's the matter?
What do you think?
fucking idiot. I'm happy.
Oh, poor Stella.
Hey, look on the bright side. There's a bright side? Yeah, Kimura could have had 10 sisters.
She's got a point.
Yeah, Radius, he does love Stella, but I think he's just emotionally fucking oblivious. It's giving like, I must be cheerful all the time, aren't you happy for me, darling? And they don't actually talk about real shit.
This is the worst thing my father could have done to me.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Huh? Wait up, sweetie. I brought you a present.
Yeah, go comfort your girlfriend. She needs you right now. That poor servant cannot catch a break. Can we appreciate the fact that Flora is always the emotional support to whatever boyfriend needs help?
Don't get upset. Stella's just a little freaked out right now.
Flora really be like doing the most as the mom of the group. It must be a Pisces thing. Aw, Musa's like, go get your man, girl. Go get your man, even if he's trash.
Hey, you haven't returned any.
You are gay!
Oh, but the fact that Bloom is just so concerned about Stella. Oh, my poor babies. And the worst thing hasn't even happened yet.
As pretty as you are is how hideous and grotesque you will become.
Meanwhile, Chimera is just like speaking in Latin, reading from the Necronomicon in the corner of the room.
You will die! Like the others before you. One by one we will take you.
Oh, God. You know, weirdly, I kind of find Monster Stella adorable.
That monster is not your daughter.
And if you want it, if I hate you, fuck you.
Oh, fuck you, Cassandra. Oh, jeez. Oh, what a way to escalate the stakes so quickly. I will say, I don't think I fully realized until very recently how big a deal this is for Stella. Beauty has meant so much to her as her self-expression and a means of, like, validation and self-worth. And so having this happen to her is just world-shattering on top of what's already happened.
This is Princess Stella! That hideous monstrosity? That can't be Princess Stella.
All right, Chimera, you want to fight? You want to fight? Because you would not last 5 seconds against the Winx. Chimera, you're a fairy. Let's see you tussle with one of our girls. See how long you last.
I suggest you don't fuck with my sis. Cause she comfortable.
Loki, I want Bloom to go, you do not fuck with my bestie. You will, no, I will burn off your skin. You know, I'm kind of alarmed by the number of times they've gone to like big lavish parties and it's ended with them running from the authorities.
Maybe they just need a little beat down, so to speak.
No hip-hop allowed in...
The Winx said be gay, do crime. Sometimes you just have to avoid arrest. You know what happens to a gal.
See if you and Brandon can get to the ship.
The guy said, nope, we're done. Love the strategizing though. The Winx are like, please go secure our escape route.
I'm so ugly I even scared my own friends. I'm sorry, Stella.
Oh, thank God for Flora. We love Tekna being the detective and figuring this shit out. Don't you just love it when the Winx, you know, were smart and actually thought things through?
Since there's no hip-hop in the palace, how about rap? Ivy rap, that is.
Is it a cheesy joke? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. It's adorable. I will say the 4Kids dialogue is really nice because I remember watching a lot of these clips in the Cinnalum version.
Turn around!
So many times they were just so awkwardly quiet and I couldn't tell what was happening in the frames. Like all of a sudden they just switch directions. It would look like they're going down the stairs and 4Kids is actually explaining things.
Flashback.
Gays cannot sit properly, but we also cannot open doors properly.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
I just love that they explode things to get where they need to go. A bunch of girls in cute outfits, exploding things, right up my alley.
I'll block them with a firewall!
Bloom said, I choose arson. Oh, look at her. Granted, it's a little bit, dangerous, but...
Knowing those girls, they'll get out of there without even a single scratch.
They're creating a backdraft!
I love this, like, the way they play with their environments. Like, the fact that, like, the firewall ended up nearly engulfing them in an explosion in the tower. I really like this.
Our princess could never look that hideous. He's right! Get her!
Wow, Solarians really are judgmental as fuck. Oh dear God. What a cliffhanger, holy shit. And y'all said I was going too far with Celeria being trash. Y'all weren't paying attention. They've always been trash. Judgmental bastards. I really feel bad for Stella. Her whole life is just in flames right now. Season 3 is just so good. We're only 2 episodes in and so much has happened. The stakes are already so high. We're getting such good character work with Stella. And it's only gonna get better from here, bitch. Anyhow, it's hot. I'm gonna go now and turn my air conditioning back on. Goodbye.